Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. This is something I forgot to mention in my uh, previous video today, and that is, look, this refers to a comment. Um, Back in the day, right, when the men were at war, and in that time period where the women had to stand up and take more masculine roles, they started working in the factories, they started working in the more labor kind of careers, and the woman became less of a housewife, with the dishes and the kids and whatnot, and they stepped out into the workplace, and they kind of were the men's backbone, and the men needed this greatly. Men have been facing wars from the very beginning of time. The men have been the one battling, whether it was in the caveman period to get food, to get resources, whether it was, with wars, fighting for their country and whatnot, and whether it is today fighting with addictions, fighting with abuse, fighting with family issues. Men have always been in a constant battle. And God mentions in my holy book, the Quran, that indeed He created man in struggle. So a man is always struggling. And the one thing I want to say today, as you can clearly see, men need help probably more than ever, because it's no longer a crisis of food, a crisis of resources, a crisis of, fighting and defending your country. It's a crisis of the mind, of the heart, and of the soul, and of their lives. And just like in the past, when the women stepped up and helped them and supported them, it's a huge thing that the woman can support and help our men who are being attacked from every angle. Today's men, they're being attacked and aimed at, with pornography, with drugs, with alcohol, with gambling. All of this stuff is always targeted at men, mainly targeted at men. They're the easiest kind of target. And the women, you know, have been strong enough to stick by their men in the past. It's very, very hard today because it's such a different sort of battle that we're facing compared to the past. And I just wanted to say that as men, we make our own decisions. We make our own choices. Nobody ever has control over us apart from the control we give them. But we don't control necessarily the external forces. The pornography in front of us, the drugs in front of us, the alcohol, the gambling. We can't control that stuff. It's there. But we can control our attitude and behaviors towards it. And what I'm trying to get at is, look, this is a very tough thing for women because pornography has destroyed so many families, so many lives in relationships. Men themselves have destroyed their lives in their relationships themselves. And I just want to say that for women, this can be very, very tough for them because their men are now in such a battle that they don't know how to deal with themselves. So they have to educate and learn themselves. And it isn't it isn't completely the men's fault, but it is their responsibility now. This is what responsibility is. I got an addiction issue. I got a gambling issue. I got issues with my family. Let me do something about it. It may not be my entire fault, but I need to do something about it. That is taking responsibility. You can't change the alcohol in the world, the drugs, the pornography. We can try, but we're probably never going to get rid of that stuff. The only way we're going to win this stuff is by battling and staying afloat ourselves. And I hope to God that us men can get stronger and to get more in our right mind and to become the greatest men we can and have our woman by our side. Because no woman's going to stay by a man who decides not to take responsibility for his issues, who can't be the man that she wants for him. And it's our duty as men to be those people. And this is why, which I'm very, very grateful by my God, that I have this book in my hand. It's called 44 Ways to Manhood. And I'm going to be making a book series on that. So I hope that all men and women as well can take a part of that. It's going to be an audio book series where I'm going to be reading from the book and really just going over it. So I hope you guys can stay tuned for that. Thank you guys again. And on my last note, I think pornography is more detriment and more dangerous than drugs, and alcohol and gambling, because this will destroy you from the inside out, and you can't even see it. Gambling you can see, drugs you can see, alcohol addiction you can see, but you can't see this stuff destroy you from the inside out like a cancer. So I hope to God that we can manage to take responsibility. Alright guys, take care, and thank you guys once again. Take care, bye.